library. I'm Miranda, the youth librarian, and this week we're going to be doing our very last back to school related video before we move on to some really cool Halloween stuff for October. Well, not just Halloween, but spooky sort of stuff for October. So for this one, I decided to do something that's a little bit more fun. I know that when you're in class and you're having to listen to the teacher talk, sometimes it's really difficult to keep your hands still. And I know that when I was a kid, I liked to doodle, but not everybody likes to doodle. And so this little thing is actually kind of like a fun, cool little fidget toy. So let me kind of show you. So as you can see, I've added stickers to this one, but it goes like so, and again, and again. And then you're back to where you started, just like so. And you can just do that over and over and over again. Doesn't make a lot of noise. You can hold it in your hands. Super easy. You can hold it down in your lap. Super easy if you just need something to fidget with while you're listening to the teacher talk, whether you're in school or whether you're in online classes. It's just a fun little thing to have. You can decorate, again, like I said, with stickers, or you can decorate with markers, which is what's in my little bag here and what I'll do here in a second. You can use lots of different kinds of paper. You can see from my my other bits of paper here that I've tried several different ways. I did make a bigger one with the cardstock because the cardstock is what I found I liked best. But the bigger one is really just too hands-on. I really prefer this smaller version, so I'm going to show you how to make the smaller version just like this. Okay, so let's see what you need for this project. You need some paper, obviously. Cardstock, again, is what I prefer, but any kind of paper will do. I did make some with origami paper, and I also made some with regular computer paper. This one I used Elmer's glue on, and you can really see where the Elmer's glue got used. So I don't really recommend Elmer's glue. I would either use stick glue, or like what I'm going to do tonight is use double-sided tape. So, paper, scissors, double-sided tape, and then something to decorate with, stickers or markers or whatever you happen to have on hand. So let's go ahead and get started. Most pieces of paper come in this size, but you need a square for this one. So to make your square, you just fold over like you do for a lot of origami type projects, so if you've done origami before, you may be familiar with this. So just like so. And you bring it down like that, and then trim off your bottom. And it's kind of hard to see, but there we go. And then also for this project, I would make sure to make your creases all nice and firm, except for this crease, because this crease to make the actual square doesn't matter. We actually don't need that diagonal crease at all. So once you have your square, that's when we start making the creases that matter. We're going to cross over. And I think what I'm going to do for this part, because this doesn't take a lot of time, but I mean, I know y'all don't really want to sit here and watch me do this while I just talk. So I'm going to speed up the video now so that y'all can see how to do it, but it'll go a lot faster. Alright, so as you can see, I've kind of put my paper into smaller squares, so you should have 4 squares across and 4 squares up, just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fold it over in half, and then we're going to cut out this middle part right here. And then just try to follow the lines as much as possible, but it doesn't have to be super perfect. It's okay if you kind of get off your lines a little. Okay, so if we were going to make a big one, like this one right here, we would use this part of the paper. But we actually want to make the smaller one like this one. So we're actually going to use this square and do that process that I just showed you all over again. So once again, I'm going to speed up. And when we get done, I'll walk you through the next part of the process. Okay, so we're back with the smaller square, and of course I've got my 4 across and my 4 across again. So fold it over and then cut out that middle piece again. Okay. And then if you wanted to experiment, you could even go smaller and try to use this one to make something that's even smaller than this. But we're going to use this one. So open it back up and you have all of your little square pieces. If you want to go back over your folds, now's the time to do it, because in a bit it'll be a little bit more difficult to do that. Okay, so you get to this part, you've got your square. So now comes the double-sided tape. So in this corner and this corner, we're going to put double-sided tape. And it doesn't have to be, like, you don't have to cover the whole box, but you just kind of want to make sure most of it is covered, like so. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing to this other box down here. You also don't want it to go past the boundaries of that square. If you do that, then it might not fold properly. Okay, so once you've got your tape down, then you're going to fold here, and you're going to fold here, and then just kind of press down where you know that tape is to make sure that it stays. Then we're going to put more tape down in this corner here and this corner here. That tape actually goes over a little bit, so let's fix that. Here we go. Too long. All right, once you have your tape down in both of these corners, you're going to fold in like that. And then again, just kind of press down where you know that tape is. And again on this side, press down. Okay, and here's the trick. And here's where I got a little confused when I was trying to make these for the first time, because I couldn't figure out, I was like, well, this isn't working. Why isn't this working? But what you have to do is pay attention to how you're pulling it apart. So when you pull, let's see if I can get my camera person to zoom in. So it starts like this. And when you pull, you're going to take these pieces and, oh wait, sorry. Take these pieces and go like so. And then it does the same thing again. And again. And you'll get a little bit of resistance towards where the creases are. Depending on how well you folded or not folded. You can see it overlaps for me a little bit, so it's snagging a little in that one spot. But there you have it. Just like that. And of course you can't really tell that you're looking at different pieces of paper when there's nothing on them. So your next thing to do is a bit of decorating. So let's see here. What else did I put in here? Oh, I have highlighters in here. I didn't know that. Okay. All right. So you can pretty much just kind of do whatever you want to. I really like spirals. So you can do spirals. You can also put positive sayings. I know that sometimes when you're using one of these fidgety things, it's because you're having a little bit of an anxious period. I totally get that. And so it doesn't hurt to have different sayings on your little fidgety thing that says, you know, like, you can do it. And it is important, you know, I mentioned stickers earlier. If you're doing stickers, you don't want to lay them over on top of any of your creases because that could affect whether or not you're able to fold it properly. But of course, if you're writing, then it doesn't really matter. Although, actually, I didn't cross over anything there, did I? But yeah, so you have technically 4 different surfaces that you can work with. So we've done 2. So here's another one. Let's see, let me see if I can. You'll have to be a little careful when you're crossing over some of those creases. You can do a flower. Although my flower looks more like the sunshine inside of a cloud. But you can do something like that. Or again, you can just do kind of random designs. Something that focuses on the crease itself. All right, I think that's our 4. When I flip again, it should be back, yeah, back to our curly cues. So there you go. It's a nice little fidget toy, super easy to make. And of course, once you've made it a few times, it's really easy to remember how to make it. So you can show all your friends how to make one of these, and everybody can have one to mess around with at school or virtually at home, depending on what y'all are doing. So that is our final back to school craftivity. I hope you had fun and enjoyed it. If you make these for yourself, and please feel free to take pictures or little mini videos and share them with us online. We'd love to see how you design yours and how you use it. Please tell us, you know, if it's useful to you in that way. So thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you'll have a good day, and I will see you next week.